to lose weight if you have type 2 diabetes. A lot of people struggle with losing weight when they have type 2 diabetes, and losing weight isn't just as simple as calories in, calories out, especially when it comes to type 2 diabetes, and I'm going to explain why. So with type 2 diabetes, there's a lot of different factors that makes losing weight a little bit more difficult. And some of these reasons might be because you're on diabetic medications. Sometimes medications may make you lose weight a little bit slower, especially if you are on exogenous insulin. If you have a high amount of insulin, because insulin's job is to bring energy into your cells for storage, a lot of times it may actually slow down your weight loss process because you're on higher insulin. And insulin's job is to build, and ghrelin, which is the opposite, is to break down. If you have high insulin levels, not just because you're on exogenous insulin, it also makes losing weight a little bit harder. However, I'm going to show you in this video how you can lose weight effortlessly. For example, Lonnie was able to lower his A1C from 9 to 6 in 3 months, and he lost 60 pounds in the process. Michelle was able to lower her A1C from 13 to 5.5, and she lost 50 pounds in that process. And their goal wasn't even to lose weight, it was really to help them reverse type 2 diabetes. So how are they able to lose weight so effortlessly? The point here, what you want to do when it comes to reversing diabetes, you want to focus on reversing insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is also one of the reasons why you have such a hard time losing weight, even though you might think that you're eating less. Insulin resistance is caused by the buildup of fatty acids inside your liver and in your muscle cells that causes insulin to not effectively bring in glucose from the blood into the cells. Therefore, glucose is stuck in the blood, and that's what causes high blood sugar. So when this happens, your body produces even more insulin so that you can control your blood sugar levels, right? And so that's also another reason why people with insulin resistance have higher insulin levels and may have a harder time losing weight as well. Now, if you're able to reverse insulin resistance with a whole foods plant-based diet, you don't have to go completely vegan or vegetarian. If you want to still have meat, you can still have that meat in there. But when you're able to do that, it can actually help you increase your insulin sensitivity so that your body doesn't have to pump out so much insulin and can make weight loss a lot more easier. Another thing that you want to focus on as well is on lower calorie density foods. Now, it's not asking you to cut down calories at all, but to fill your plates with low calorie density foods. What are lower calorie density foods? Lower calorie density foods are things like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. These are lower in calorie density. So for example, oil is 4,000 calories per pound, but sweet potatoes are 300 calories per pound. And then fruits and vegetables, sometimes they're just 100 calories per pound or even less when it comes to vegetables. So the point here is to eat more lower calorie density foods that can fill up your stomach, at the same time create calorie deficit without having to starve yourself, and that you can still feel full. Another thing that you want to focus on when it comes to losing weight is actually about building more muscles, because there's people that lose weight and they actually lose muscles as well, which decreases their carbohydrate tolerance, and they still have elevated blood sugars even after they lose weight. So making sure that you retain muscle mass is also a very important part when it comes to losing weight with type 2 diabetes. You want to have higher protein intake, and you want to lean more on plant-based protein, because that's also going to give you that double whammy and help you reverse insulin resistance. So if you can rely more on plant-based protein, things like lentils, tofu, edamame, soy curls, tempeh, they are going to help you sustain the muscles. Obviously, you can't just eat protein and not exercise and think that you can build muscles. You definitely want to do resistance training as well, which is why in my Reversing Diabetes program, we actually not only have registered dietitians, we also have certified personal trainers to help people build muscles while reversing insulin resistance with nutrition itself. So it really goes hand in hand. The more muscle mass you have, the more you'll be able to burn glucose and be able to increase your metabolism and be able to lose weight effortlessly as well. And if you want to learn the science of how I help people reverse type 2 diabetes, you can watch my free training. Link is in the description. Now, another thing that helps you reverse your diabetes and also be able to lose weight effortlessly is actually about changing your mindset when it comes to food and weight loss. I think a lot of times when people go on a lot of different diets and they start to listen to, okay, what's good food, what's bad food, and how many calories am I eating, it kind of takes them out from listening to your hunger and fullness cues. So you definitely want to focus on your hunger and fullness cues and not forget that your body is the best calculator to how much food you actually eat. Eat only when you're hungry, stop when you're full, and your body will know better than anyone else on how many calories you need, better than a calculator, better than me, better than a coach. So make sure you listen to your body. Another thing that can help you increase your metabolism and burn more calories to help you lose weight is actually doing NEAT. NEAT are non-exercise activities, so activities that you don't intentionally exercise for. So for example, you garden, or you go on a walk, or you walk from the store back to your house, or you clean. Those are NEAT, and they can actually help you increase your metabolism by helping you burn more calories. Now again, we're not counting calories, but it's about these daily habits that can help you lose weight effortlessly as well. Remember, I talked about reversing insulin resistance. Once you reverse insulin resistance, you can also increase your carbohydrate tolerance and increase the amount of energy that your body processes as well, so that you'll be able to lose weight effortlessly. And if you want to learn how you can reverse insulin resistance and reverse type 2 diabetes so that you can lose weight effortlessly and lower your A1C and be able to enjoy healthy carbohydrates and have great blood sugars, you have to watch my free training. Link is in the description below. And if you want to watch other videos on how I help people reverse type 2 diabetes, you can go to my testimonial playlist, or you can also check out my other tips videos on how you can eat to reverse type 2 diabetes. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.